Hey guys, how you doing? What's up? Today I want to talk to you guys about my first day working at Panera Bread, or maybe even be my first week. Haven't decided yet. Um, Today I was told to come in at 9 a.m. and I'd be there until 3. So, first I want to tell you about the first part of my day. So when I got in there, I was greeted by one manager, and she was kind of like, "Oh, hi, this is your first day. Okay, then." So she took me to the back, and I got a shirt and a hat from her, and she was kind of like, "Oh, there was one other driver there," and she was like, "You shadow him." So I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, during my orientation, I was given a list that I was supposed to give the manager for things for me to do for the first day, and also to get my first week schedule. So anyways, I end up shadowing the other driver, and we do one order. It was really quick. He was really helpful, and it seemed like he really knew what he was doing. It was pretty simple. It probably only took us about 10 minutes. And that was pretty early in the morning. So after we got back to the store, there wasn't really much to do. It wasn't really busy. So he just showed me things that you do in the store when you don't have any orders. And again, he was really nice and very informative. And after that, I asked the manager what else she needed me to do, and she so let me backtrack for a moment. On the way back to the store with the driver, I talked to him about his first day at Panera, and I was wondering if I was supposed to be doing the e-learning at the moment. And he told me, yeah, I thought that you were supposed to be doing that. So when we get back to the store, we're clocking back into the computer or whatever to let them know that we finished the order. And he talks to me, and he's like, "Oh, isn't she supposed to be doing the models?" And she was like, "Oh, right, yeah." So I'm like, interesting. So after that, she gives me the computer, and she's just kind of like, here, puts the login thing up there, and then she just goes back to whatever she was doing. So I kind of looked at it and tried to see if they had any things registered for me to do, and I kind of went from there. After she probably checked on me maybe twice during that time, for the 2 hours I spent doing the modules in there. And after a while, I just didn't hear from her anymore, and I knew that another manager was coming in, and I was hoping that I could talk to him about whatever I needed to get done. So after the 2 hours, I was kind of like, I just was questioning, like, am I doing the right thing? And yeah, the other manager came in later, and he introduced himself. I introduced myself, and he was just like, "Well, glad to have you, da-da-da-da-da." He didn't really say much. And I told him it was my first day and everything. So after that, I was kind of like, I don't know, I just felt unsure. So I ended up texting the delivery driver hiring manager that hired me, and I was like, well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. The other managers never really said anything to me. And a few moments later, he comes back to me. He's like, the other manager in the store, he comes back to me. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't tell you what to do. How are you doing on the modules? You got any questions? He was really nice and apologetic. And he even offered me a drink and a treat. And after that, I was like, maybe I'll do something different, because I was almost finished with the modules by that time. But he was like, no, here's you need to do these delivery driver modules. So I was like, okay. And I got those done. That took me about another hour or so to do. And then there was this one module, like the dispatch, that I was doing, and I don't know why, I just couldn't get those questions right. But he told me to come get him after I was finished with that. And around then, it was about 1-ish, so it was busy, it was lunchtime, so I just did what I needed to do. So after I finished that, he told me that he would give me a tour of the cafe, and he wanted to wait till it like slowed down after lunch. So while it was slowing down, another driver came in around 11, and he told me to shadow him. And yeah, so I shadowed him. And it's funny because I actually knew him. But we did another order, and that was quick, that was easy. And then our next order was actually a catering order that needed to get out as soon as possible because it was running a little late. So that was interesting, going to the building with him, and he also was informative about what I needed to do and my responsibilities as a driver. Yeah. And when we get back to the store, he showed me the different things, like where everything was stocked in the back, where I could fill up this, how to do the coffee. He showed me like how to do the drinks. And I think that's about it. And just like how to give the orders to the customers if we're inside the store, how to check the rapid delivery orders, all of that. And that actually took a pretty long time. It was probably around 2 when we finished that. And after that, the other manager, he came back and he was like, okay, now that it's slowed down, I can give you an official tour of the cafe and just tell you everything that you need to know. And you can ask me any questions if you have any questions. So he takes me on the tour, and he's actually very, he just sounds excited about what he was doing and what he was talking about, telling me about Panera, a little bit about what they do, how they get their dough, what they do to their food. At the end of the day, they donate it, which I find that very nice. And yeah, he was just very thorough. And yeah, at the end, we had a seat at the table. He told me a little bit more about his experience at Panera, which he sounded very pleased by. He said it was one of his favorite companies that he's ever worked for. And yeah, it was just really nice talking to him. And we talked about until about the time I had to leave, like 2:50-ish. And I just told him, like, thank you for everything. And the only real question I had for him was about my shirt, because they had ran out of all the like smaller sizes. You see, I'm pretty small, but they only had the larges left. So I just wanted to see if I could get a smaller shirt. But turns out they didn't have any more. But after that, he offered to get my lunch for me, which I found very nice of him. And after that, it was time for me to go. So I'd say overall, my first day was not too bad. It wasn't what I was expecting, like out of Panera, but then again, these were like just newer managers, and it was also a really busy day for what's today? Forgot what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. For Tuesday, it was pretty busy. But like I said, overall, pretty good day. I should be going in tomorrow as well. And I think now that I have a better understanding of how things work, I should be alright, should survive. And I have a good feeling about what's to come ahead. But if you guys have any questions, comment down below about yours, or you could also comment your experience at working at Panera or your first day, anything. I want to hear it. But thank you for listening to this video. I hope that I helped you feel better about your first day at Panera, or helped you make a decision on whether you would like to apply to Panera. Everything as far as being a driver seemed pretty simple and not bad. Like, I think that it's worth it and it's really worth your time. But like I said, comment any questions. I might do an update to this video to let you guys know how it is after I've gotten some time in. But yeah, that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Bye.